Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It's a bit nippy. It's a bit cold. I'll just put my gloves on. Okay. Right, I've chosen some cards already. They're a bit blue. I had a blue Christmas without you. Well, the new year's coming, and it'd be nice to see what's on the cards for 2024 to get us excited. So maybe, look, we'll just go with the reading. We'll see what comes through, but I feel hot under the collar. Good evening, Cynthia. Elvis. I wasn't taken to that, but yeah, Elvis. Loving the love hearts. Good afternoon, darling. If it's afternoon yet. Are you still in the morning? With a U, I don't feel like that's... But it makes sense, doesn't it? I've come on and saying, I had a blue Christmas without you. And I've just asked you if you're, like, still in mourning. They're just signs. I'm not actually speaking to you, but... Well, you know this. I don't have to explain myself to you. Well, hopefully not, and you take everything so personally. I-32. 130. 132. I. Oh dear. Morning. With a U. Like morning over you. Okay, well, morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first word. Bingo! B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name-o. What? We're in it today, aren't we? In spirit, that's what we are. I'm just getting some cards out. Anyway, they're blue cards, look. Anyway, I'm in the mood for a reading. So, when you get me in the mood, in the right mood. So these are all clues coming through, trying to get someone in the right mood. The right mood for... I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. I'm giving it all tonight, dancing. Oh, Cynthia, I've not got my glasses on. Let me focus. I thought that said planned on being equal. Let's take these signs that are coming through before I put the spectacles on. Hey, Angie. Planned on being quiet. I saw that as planned on being equal. When I look at this, I see the Q and I make up a word, don't I? Equal. And we'll see how well that goes. Oh no. See, look, we plan on being quiet, but we'll see how well that goes. Happy holidays, Lucy. Happy holidays, Angie, darling. Bingo was my favourite childhood song. B-I-N-G-O. I love it. Okay, we got ourselves some new silk sheets, have we now? I've got myself some new fluffy pyjamas, Mickey Mouse pyjamas. Oh my goodness, they're so warm. It's like I'm too warm in bed now. Well, I used to take like a hot water bottle to bed with me just to warm me up. But now I have these new... I'm not really a pyjama girl. But I'm kind of like... I tell you why I'm not really a pyjama girl. It's because when you sleep with somebody in bed and you wear pyjamas and you turn over, your clothing pulls the covers. So it was kind of a no-no in my marriage. I can get away with a vest top and like pants, knickers, but if I've got like full attire on, but it's just me, myself and I. So I'm not really stealing the covers from anyone. And at the moment I'm like flicking them off because I'm really nice and toasty warm, so no complaining on this side. I need to get warm. I can't get... If I get into bed cold, and try and warm up, it just doesn't happen. Like the feet just don't get warm. But if I take a hot water bottle and you work it up your body, starting with the feet, then up to the thighs. The thigh area is a really good area to kind of between your knees to put a hot water bottle. Keeps your body quite nice. I hold it against myself here, but I feel that's like, whoa, you know, the heart's there, and I don't want to overload the heart with heat. This is another sign coming through, like we don't really want to overload them with like love bombing. Like there's a lot of loving now, and not really any restrictions or blockages of that wanting to express itself. So love bombing. Anyway, well, if you think about what the hot water's doing, it's warming up your body, isn't it? But it's warming up obviously your organs. So yeah, it's normally too much if I have too much heat in my heart. Hi Lynn. Heart, 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 all the way. Ah yes, I'm wrapped myself, burrito, in a fluffy blanket. Let me just go back and Cynthia, we got ourselves some, I've already had a chat about that, some new silk sheets. That's one thing I can't wear, like silk pyjamas. The material, it makes me too hot, so I don't feel like sexy in silk pyjamas or a silk negligee. That material, yeah. So or am I talking about satin? I love to try and work it out, whether it's silk or satin. Anyway, I may get on well with silk. It's one or the other. Thank you for your messages. I haven't even started yet, but yes, they come through, won't they? Oh my god. And then I'm looking at your message there. Oh yes, yes, like a weed myself come through. I've had extremely weak bladder today. So I've had to go to the toilet, keep going to the toilet quite often. I blame it on the coldness. But there's just some days that are like that. Pelvic floor exercises, Lucy, yeah I know. Got to be conscious about those and practicing them. I'm doing it right now. But better for the complexion and hair apparently. Oh. Hooking. Oh, hooking. Maybe I should put the glasses on. Looking forward to the experience. He. I thought that said looking forward to the apprentice. He. Should we pull some cards and see what this is with my sacred site, you see. These are to read words. I read energy. I'm getting better at reading words, like my pronunciations and learning the meanings of these words. I mean, I don't know everything. No one does. So, but I'm willing to learn. Right. Cheers to the channel of love. Cheers to the channel of lovers. We've been dripping. I think these cards are going to be interesting. We've got 3 cards. So, interesting enough, I've got the orange cards. We've got some blue cards. The Rider-Waite Tarot. I can sometimes, when I say that, Rider-Waite. Okay. But it comes through sometimes as I'm wide awake or right away. Comes through when I say that. They're the Rider-Waite Radiant Edition tarot cards. And I've got the Channel of Love cards. We'll start with them. I've got a bit of a dry throat. I could have some coffee. I could. Seriously, I'm looking at this little boy here. I'm really excited about getting to play with Mr. Potato Head. Very excited. We've got Mrs. Potato Head joining us. And we can swap things around and we can share. We can share our pieces. We can share our body parts. Should we see what card wants to come out of here? The energy is very excited, if you hadn't of felt it or guessed. Master Manifestor, the Magician. Now I've chosen the Witch's Tarot because the card I saw in my mind that come through was Magician's card. So there it is. Master Manifestor. I'm taking to like Master Masturbator, but Master Manifestor, Manifestor, Uncle Fester went missing. Okay, in the Bermuda Triangle, got lost on his way. Happens to us all. It's when you're listening to other people's directions that you get lost, so you're best to trust your own instinct, your own intuition, and your own guidance system. Easy as that. What's coming through is, although I do this, but wouldn't it be nice sometimes just to see where life takes you, rather than you trying to control it? You'll end up where you're meant to be, if you stop getting in your own way. Knowing without knowing. Now that's, this I think is card number 2, which will be your intuition, the High Priestess. I've got 2 more cards here. If it's card number 2, because like it says knowing without knowing on it, you'll have to trust me. I will bring it in closer, you might be able to see it. I just never wrote over it with can you see there? Knowing without knowing. Is it card number 2? I did write it in the corners, but I can't pick that up now. I think it is. Card number 2, knowing without knowing, the High Priestess. Trusting your intuition. So, whoa, look at this. The Master Manifestor, the Magician, who comes next, not who comes after the Magician, but you can take it like that, but who comes next is the High Priestess. Knowing without knowing. Now, I'm not sure if it's upside down, so I'm not sure what way round that is. The High Priestess comes after, like as in the Master Manifestor, or the Master Manifestor comes before the High Priestess. I feel it's the Master Manifestor is going to present himself to the High Priestess. No more chasing after. Relax, let go, see what happens. Be excited. So be the observer of what you're observing. It's a fun way to live. If you're ready to let go of all attachment to an outcome, whatever one you've made up in your mind or perceived. Just Abraham would say, or call it, the art of allowing. Mr. Casanova. That's more of a chasing energy, the Casanova. I know there's a bit of stigma here with the Casanova, but that's not how I felt when I wrote that down. It wasn't someone just coming in for a one-night stand. This was somebody that's going to charm you. Charisma. So he's funny, he's light-hearted, sexy, horny, adorable. You can't resist him. So this is like, how do I come before her? Divine intervention. There it is, the Tower. Don't worry too much about it. Why don't you just allow your soul to sing, to do its... I mean, you're loved for who you uniquely are. You're perfect. So, just be you. Divine intervention, the Tower energy. Right, let's find out more. Let's use these orange cards. I'm singing, in my mind, you've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Woo! Where's that card gone? Oh jeez, I was gonna say I can't read that, but I'm looking on the wrong side. Oh, I felt this nice energy here, like of you being someone's escape. Like somewhere where you can escape to, where you get to be you. Uniquely you. Escape. Sounds like some kind of aftershave. I imagine it might be. I don't know who's behind it. Who's behind the Great Escape? The penny has dropped. The energy I feel there, apart from, okay, I've realised, the penny's dropped. I felt this attachment here, if you're willing to let go of control, and that is also over your financial outcome situation. I mean, because I imagine that you're underestimating your worth anyway. So what you set, the divine goes, come on, we're raising your standards. Because it's about your standards, what it is that you're desiring or settling for, or whether you're free to reach for the stars. So the penny has dropped, but I felt the energy of you've let go of the money. It really doesn't mean much in the big scheme of it all. So give it up. You've done all that you can. Like, to try and rescue your life when it's like falling apart. Allow it to. I was having a conversation with someone about this today, and I said to her, if things really do start falling apart, and you know, like financially, where you're finding that you can't afford to pay things, you know, if it wants to fall away, just step back and just, you have to let it. What you're actually doing is letting go of your attachment to that's what provides you security, your sense of safety. It isn't. What makes you feel safe, secure, comfortable is coming through, is your connections with others, love, your connection with the divine. The divine says they're taking care of it all, they're looking after you, and you don't trust them. You're like, no, I know better. You really don't, but when that penny drops, it's like you'll be open to learning wiser, learning the truth really, rather than what fear tactics have been put in place to scare you. And also, like, your perception of yourself. You're not a failure if you lose everything material. You become very spiritual, and then as you regain, attract back into your life the abundance, it's a bit different to what you wanted before, because you've well, you would let it go. You've like lived with less, so whatever now is presented, the gratitude, the appreciation, appreciating what you do have, which won't actually be much. You don't need much in the physical. You've got a roof over your head, you've got food, a meal on the table, and you know, you've got everything that you need today. That's all you've got to worry about. So give it up. You've done all that you can. It is time to hear the calling, which, seeing as it's in reverse, that's the divine intervention. They're calling you to greatness, and you're not going to achieve the greatness in the mindset that you're in. Especially if you don't believe that greatness is waiting for you. So the calling. It really is about what you think to the situation, because you're right. If you think that you don't deserve it, then the universe is going to say, well, you don't deserve it. It's not really. The universe saying you do deserve it, but until you know that and believe that, the opposite's going to occur. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay. So this, I take it is the penny, that you're not willing to let go of the money. I mean, the person I was chatting to that absolutely terrifies her. The thought of not having a car, the thought of maybe having to move. Like, it's not even an option. It's like, okay, well, if you can't afford, like, your mortgage, then you would change your circumstances, or but it's not even an option. So you do have assets, you're just not prepared to use them. It's like a hoarding energy, but you're saving for what? So money likes to be in flow. I mean, give some away, maybe. But all those things, it didn't feel comfortable going through. I mean, I haven't driven for a few years now, and I'm not that fussed about driving anymore. But people look at me and say, like, but don't you miss, like, having a car? And I'm like, no, I don't miss not driving on the roads. There's no, like, my circle's here, me and my children, so where am I going in my car? I could go and visit places, but I can easily get onto a train and do that, or a bus, and have an adventure that way. I don't need a car. I walk to work. I live close to town. There's real no need for a car. And the reason why I surrendered my cars, because at one point I had 3, and then we went down to 2, and then it was a sports car that went because I didn't drive it for 6 months. You know, it's like I'm not enjoying it anymore, so it's time to release it. And as I'm personally developing, obviously the right material comes. And it was that day I rang my mechanic and said, do you know anyone who wants to buy my sports car? He said, leave it with me. That afternoon he picked up the keys and said I'd be taking it early in the morning. So I didn't even see it go. I just woke up and it was gone. And I haven't missed it. I enjoyed the time that we had in the convertible. It was fun. And then I already had another car, and in that car, I had that one cleaned because I hadn't driven it because I had the sports car. I had it clean because, like, it had been just sitting there, so, like, the seat belts had gone mouldy and everything. And it happened again. I didn't drive it. So it was actually my mechanic that said to me, do you want to sell your car? And I'm like, yeah, have it. And then no cars. And then that was quite nice because there was no, like, the kids saying, can you take us here? Can you take us there? Like, using it as just a convenience, a taxi service. So if I ain't got a car, I can't take you anywhere. Same with money. If I haven't got the money, you can't have it. So not really a bad thing if you lose it all. I haven't got a house, then we're all going to have to sort ourselves out. That happened. Watching it all fall away. And how I got through it. And still showed up most days on camera to serve and to, yeah. Now a deep appreciation for getting in the bed, because after sleeping, like, on quite a small sofa for like 8 months and not complaining about it, that's the thing. It's like, don't complain about what you go through. And because change is a constant. It's how you handle situations. But it's my daughter lately that keeps saying, you know, for God's sake, woman. That's kind of, but you think, for God's sake, woman, you slept on a sofa for the best part of a year. It was 8 months, but she sees it as being a long time. So why would I complain? You know, so buying that bed when we moved here, that was, I love my bed. I'm not attached to it though, because actually I'm thinking about moving rooms, think about turning this into my bedroom. And that's the thing, no attachment. I love my bed, but I'm actually going to buy myself a single bed. I don't need a double bed. And I'm going to buy a single bed for now. And I said to Emily, well, you can have my bed. Because she sleeps downstairs. She has a room downstairs. But she sleeps on a sofa bed. And I said, look, come upstairs. We can use that room downstairs as family area. Ready-made bedroom. Near on brand new bed. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Because if it's, you know, this is like my daughter's home, not mine. I lost mine. and I let it go. It was crumbling apart anyway. So, you know, you can see the signs. Things start happening. And like handles start falling off of windows, and you're just thinking, what's going on? Because you're meant to like move on to the next thing. And just life is so different now. And we all went through that. And yeah, anyway. The penny drops, it's not what that's about. What it's about is having supportive people around you who don't judge you, don't make you feel guilty, and you go through. You handle things together. That's what you do. Okay, that was just a bit of a spin. And I can talk about it now because, like, it happened, like, best part, what, 2 years ago? And it's like, going through it, let's not talk about it because, you know, we don't want to attract more of that. And it's like anything, any kind of, if you want to call it a trauma, upheaval, you can talk about it a bit later on when you've kind of digested what's going on. And I was very aware of what was going on. Which I found made it easy. Oh, exciting. The one I notice most is when certain people are being taken out of my life. You feel the distance and the distance. And yeah. That's interesting to kind of watch. Right, let me read these comments. Or maybe when I'm being taken out of people's lives. Hey, Original. Good afternoon to the channel of love and the people in love. I like that. Hey, Moon Cookie. Happy Monday. It really isn't Monday, Moon Cookie, at all. I even know that. At all. Is that like a holiday protection company? At all. ATOL. That's what comes to mind. Holiday. Holiday. If we took a holiday. And to an escape. Look. Took some time to celebrate. Just one day out of life. It would be so nice. Everybody spread the word. Happy Monday. I was going to say better than Blue Monday. New order. Signs are coming through. Moon Cookie. Cheers, Lucy. So happy Monday to the channel of love. Cheers, Lucy. Cheers, Moon Cookie, who thinks it's still Christmas Day. Oh, I wish it could be Christmas every day. Hey, Laurie. Hello, all. Right, let me... How have we nearly been on for half an hour? Right. I feel sometimes I'm just coming on and just like rambling. It's not shit, but it's... I don't feel it's relevant. Well, that hair's attached. It was just a bit... Oh, the tower. Divine intervention. When you're on the wrong path and you won't shift your ass, the divine will shift it for you. It's the dark night of the soul, and now you need some healing. Look. The lion, the cowardly lion, because he realises he has been a coward. Coward, and then kind of, I don't know, co-worker was coming through. The strength of the feminine. Well, it's not strength of the feminine, it's love of the feminine. It's like you've got to have your medicine. Just opening your mouth up here. So I don't want it. It's like, well, it's going to be good for you. Oh, what's coming through is like you've got to have your medicine, and none of us will escape karma. A dose of your own medicine. You get whatever you put out there. It will come back to you. If not immediately, it will come back to you. So you're getting a dose of your own medicine. That's the divine intervention. What does it feel like for you? Okay. It really is about this masculine here needs to make a decision. Look at what he's got undercover here. I always take that as being Mary Magdalene. And she's undercover and everything else is exposed. But what about exposing the truth? The real truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. God will help you when you're truthful. Well, I'm seeing things like words when I'm looking down. So I'm just looking at Moon Cookie's comment, and the first word I can see is put. What's coming through is, put your hands up for Detroit. I love the city. Woo! What did you say, Moon Cookie? Put you up on the big screen so I can multitask around the house. Sounds like a good idea. How was everyone's Christmas? Fantastic. Really fantastic Christmas. And a lovely Boxing Day. I was on camera Boxing Day. I'll tell you about Christmas in the Boxing Day video, Moon Cookie. Did you have a lovely, amazing, best Christmas? And like, yeah. 7 years wants to come through. It's taken like 7 years to get to, it's been gradual, getting to have the Christmas experience how we want to experience it. And so, yeah, I've noticed that over the years, since it's been me and the girls, is that we've done things differently. So 1 year, they wanted to open their presents up at midnight. I said, yeah, that's fine. And for 2 years, we didn't have dinner until 10 o'clock at night. That was fine. So lots of different things like that. And this year, it was really nice. Like sometimes we don't get to eat all the courses, like your starter, your main course and your pudding, when it's all like served at once. We tend to find I don't eat the starter because I'm too busy dishing up main course to come straight away. It's like, it's not needed. Break it up a bit and it's perfect. And all done here. It's just like, yeah. You had a magical Christmas, Moon Cookie, and Laurie had a good, good MC, yours, but she's just asked, so it was good. Laurie's was good. It will be 7 years on this journey in March. Well, I've just passed my 10 year on this journey. This journey of self-discovery. The catalyst. I think the catalyst was, there's been a few, to be honest, actually they've been all through my life. I can pinpoint all the catalysts where major things have happened. Quite a few have happened. For other events to have taken place, which is very interesting. Big events as well, I feel. So I think my parents separating was a big one. Yeah, and leaving home at a young age and living with my sister was a big one. And then I had to leave there when I was 19 because I'd been having an affair with my next door neighbour. I tutted them, naughty girl, who lived next door to me, but had a wife and 4 children, and she found out and was going to kill me. So then I was on the run. But then when I wasn't on the run, I just couldn't hang around. So I went away to work, and that's where I met my divine masculine. And then after that I was again homeless because that was seasonal work. And then just by circumstances, my mum had a friend down country who was willing to take me in and help me get a job and get myself back on my feet, and I chose to do that. And then at the job, that's where I met the girl's dad. And because I really wanted to kind of get out the environment of this gentleman helping me. It was okay, but living conditions were not great. It felt like I'd gone back to my childhood. That's what it felt like. And there was rules, you know, and I felt obliged because he had helped me out. And then I met my husband-to-be, and that was all really quick. So he asked me out 2 months into it, asked me to marry him. A year later, married, off our honeymoon, fell pregnant with Meg. And then we moved up country. And then, yeah, there was some big things that occurred. I'm doing it again, aren't I? Just rambling some of my stories. Do you want to do a reading for me? If not, that's fine. Yeah, I'll do a reading for you, Lovey. Do you want to have a proper catch-up? Do you want me to do you? It's so hard, Lovey, to be able to... It isn't hard. It's just I'm not going to try. I have no way of recording a video. So it'll have to be a call. If that's cool. We could probably do it on FaceTime. Is it Messenger? Because I don't think I have Skype anymore. I don't know. It's just... I don't use them anymore. But yes, honey, we can have a catch-up. Asking is given, asking you shall receive. It would be nice, it's time. That's why you're asking. That would be good. So if you're cool with that, we'll arrange something. We could probably do something, I don't know if you're free Monday, Tuesday. What's Monday? New Year's Day. And Tuesday's the day after New Year's Day. What's the day tomorrow? Friday. I'm at work tomorrow. I'm off Saturday. It is my weekend off, but I'm going to go in Sunday and work. And open up the shop being New Year's Eve. So Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. If any of them days work for you. Yes, whenever I have a doctor's appointment today at 3 on pet sitting. I can't do today, darling. So I have plenty of time in my car. I'm not doing today, darling. Has been repaired for 3 weeks. We'll chat about that. We can do messenger video or phone. Would you, whichever. I want to see your face, really. My best form of contact. I'd rather see your face. If that's all right. So, I'm sure you can get hold of me on Messenger. I'm pet sitting, so whenever. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I'm with you, darling. The only reason I'm not doing today, I've been to work and I'm a bit hungry. And, no, I'm not feeling it today. Well, I could get into it, but, you know, no. Okay, we'll arrange something. Okay, that's cool then. Where are we going from here? Well, we've got loads of cards to use. Moon Cookie, do you want to have a chat at some point? Time for a catch-up, I think. I haven't spoken to any of you, like, face-to-face in a while. So, it'll be good. It'll be interesting. Sure, thank you. No problem, darling. Victory and success. Whoa, the cards are like... This is what I like, because it's victory and success. It's the 6 of Swords. No. Is this a 6 of Swords? Victory. 6 of Wands. Sorry. The colours are very similar. Like one's blue and one's indigo. I saw that one as well. And we have the 9 of Wands. 3, 6, 9, the good strength one. My mama told me. Okay. Victory. Well, moving on would be okay anyway, that card. I'm feeling as if you're allowing divine. Yes, cool with me. Brilliant. We'll organise something then, Moon Cookie. Yeah, just don't email me. I really just don't look. I definitely don't have any pop-ups for emails. Anyway. Oh, Uncle Fester. I'm wondering where I'm recognising this man from. Been festering. Anyway, the divine intervention. It's lifting the ceiling. It's raising the ceiling. And I like this, look. It could be taken as the fall energy. It looks like he is the fall, but he's taken off like all the radiant attire. So he's not flamboyant, but he knows his worth. Because it looks like the fall energy. It's not even like he's taken a leap of faith. He wants to leap with the divine. He wants to leap with faith. Anyway. He's not lost anymore. I could hear voices. Partnerships and alliances. Very nice. Oh, it's Emily downstairs singing. It sounds like she's singing. I don't know the song. I really, really like you. That's the way to do it. Punch and Judy show. Okay. Anyway. Partnerships and alliances. It does feel like the feminine is reaching down to the masculine. She'll help to raise him up. We can see, because she's elevated him. It's like he needs assistance, he needs help, but he's been masking that because that's taken to like the muffled. Masking that silencing yourself, not asking for help. But if you've asked the divine for help, they've intervened. I mean, they don't, you have to speak the words, they pick up your energy, listen to your thoughts. The Lovers. Harmony. This is what matters. The heart of the matter is love. Energy cards, let's have a look at them. Hi Christine. Hello beautiful. Hello darling. Right, I'm putting on my glasses now so that I can read these messages. I just felt like saying that. Daughter value. What's interesting, it's money and it's in reverse. What's valuable to you? And there's another card underneath. Let's read the meaning of this card. Daughter value. This is not about raising your standards, your expectations. Actually, let go of those expectations. Expect the unexpected. Card number 31. Daughter value. New beginnings in finance or career. But it's in reverse, so let's have a look. This card reverse signifies a partial or perhaps even potentially complete closing of the door. Quite like this. The penny is dropped, give it up, you've done all that you can. Don't be disheartened, however. I've just got to go back. I haven't finished that paragraph. This card reverse signifies a partial or perhaps even potentially complete closing of the door. The hoped for new opportunity where money or career is concerned may be delayed or possibly even derailed. Whose fault? The Divines. The Tower shifts you. If you're on the wrong path, it will shift you onto the right path, which means, I said, let go of your expectations, your control of the outcome. Don't be disheartened, however. This card reverse reminds you not to put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your interests and your efforts and let your intuition guide you to the next open doorway. In the meantime, open your heart and your mind to the other sources of value in your life. Money is a commodity, but so are time, tranquility, and love. Choose to open the doors of these wonderful experiences yourself and find real value there. It's just quite fantastic, really, isn't it? Like, I've just spoke about all that. Affirmation. My life is opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. I love it. Next, all tied up. Low power mode for one. I can deal with this. I need a little time to think things over. Plug you in to the circuit. I have to worry no about no 20% now. Card number 23, all tied up. Did I see love hearts come floating up? I believe I did. Just like that. Oh, 100%. Card number 23. Strategy. Make a plan. Making a plan. Well, we're going to card Yin Yangs next. All tied up, lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. In reversed. This card reversed is telling you that the ties that bind are about to break loose. A previously stuck situation is opening up and the restrictions are clearing out. This card reversed also indicates that you are ready to break free from the habits and patterns that have kept you tied up for so long. Get ready to free yourself. You have all the power and clarity at this point, so untie the bonds of the patterns that have stopped you from being authentic and empowered. Now is the time to liberate yourself. Affirmation, I release stuck energy, old habits and restrictions. My life is opening up. I am free to choose my reality. Very nice reading. Coffee cups. Coffee cups. Coffee cups. Between worlds, new directions. Sacred Spirit reading cards. Oh, I wanted to use the Sacred Destiny cards. Moon cookie. Just made a fresh pot of coffee with a sprinkle of cinnamon, nutmeg and pumpkin spice. Very nice. Enjoy your cup of coffee. Okay, I've got the card, thank you. Hidden Realms creates conscious awareness. Card number 20. Why does it feel like it comes in with this card here? Create conscious awareness, analyse your dream cycles. Traditionally, shamans are the gatekeepers to the hidden realms of ancient wisdom and magic. Accessing the hidden realms for further meaning and insight into a soul's pain or an individual's dis-ease. Using conscious communication, the shaman works to bridge the realms between humanity and creation. Communicating with the elementals, nature, animal realms, ancestors, angelic forces, and spiritual beings that serve humanity as guardians, guides, teachers and masters and more is the role of the shaman. These ancient practices have been developed and refined across time with shamans, seers, visionaries serving their communities as mediators between the human experience and the world of nature. Restoring power to those who have experienced disempowerment or physical experience, shamanic practitioners reconnect the aspects of the soul that have been lost through trauma or life experiences. Right now you're being asked to connect to the hidden realms, expanding your consciousness to open your mind wide and reconnect with your soul for deep healing and transformation. There is much to be learned from the hidden realms that can assist you in your waking life. Examine your dream cycles and interpret your subconscious messages. Creating conscious awareness will allow you to actively connect to your universal guardians, the elements, and the celestial realm. Like any learned skill, practice will improve the strength of your connection. Pay attention to any symbols, animals, or visual images that appear in your life now, as there is deep meaning that applies to you. The shadow aspect of this card: social disconnection, daydreaming, codependency. Your affirmation: I am a clear and successful mediator of conscious, divine communication. You sure are. I am a clear and successful mediator of conscious, divine communication. You are the High Priestess, or the Master Manifestor. Connecting with the divine. As above, so below, as within, so without. The law of attraction. I was checking out the 12 universal laws today. I strongly suggest that you do the same. Can I name them all to you? I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't studied actually them and the names of them for long enough, but with practice, yeah, you know them off by heart. But it was really interesting to actually read, to reinforce the message. Universal laws, rather than societal laws. Let's pay attention to the universal laws. Laurie, funny, I was just talking about that, how people have to do business conscious leadership wise and not take advantage of people. Okay, let's carry on. Let's go to the journey of love. Fire and ice. $37. You are learning to hold the tension of opposites. I spoke about the yin-yang. Of those things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being without collapsing into confusion, judgment or denial. Okay. So you are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being without collapsing into confusion, judgment or denial. There is passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things simpler, to just let go of the conflict and complexity and choose one or the other. You are a grand enough soul to be able to withstand the rigours of depth, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through you, requires a willingness to stand at the centre of the pairs of opposites and eventually know that they are connected to each other, that they exist only in relationship to each other, to breathe and simply be. If you are consciously feeling the conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. Stay present, be patient and wait. There is nothing to fix here, just awareness to step into as divine creation continues to unfold through you. As you master this initiation, you will find a sweet nectar of bliss dripping within. This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now you do not need to engage in it, simply to be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to a clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it is not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realise this and have patience. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. That's what this card is. It's a card of decision making. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it is time to wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act as feels truthful for you. Poem. There is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes across a span of moments called time. There are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes. That's a beautiful message. Let's go to the Witch's Tarot. I just want to keep pulling that bit of hair, but I might actually just put it out because... Did you hear it snap? It's a stray end. Okay. This is the Mr. Casanova energy. Oh, look at this. Passion. The divine gives you this. It's an opportunity. It's a passionate start, opportunity. We'll read it. We'll read about this. The divine offers it to you, and it looks like We've taken it. I'll have some of that. Thank you very much. Be appreciative for the gift that the divine is offering you. Chance to break free, look. Beautiful butterfly to evolve. Ace of Wands. I'll just read the meaning of the card. The Ace of Wands is the most potent and pure form of the masculine element of fire. This card shows the creative fire or energy that cannot be contained and now is bursting forth in bloom. The Ace of Wands helps to reveal the creative path or the career path that you are on. Your hard work is turning your ideas into a successful reality. This is an auspicious card if the querent is considering a new job or is up for promotion at work. The Ace of Wands symbolises power, new beginnings, a birth, success, a new home, a promotion or a new job, ambition, passion, enthusiasm and growth. The keywords creativity, courage, optimism, ambition, career and business, positive starts, a birth, transformation or even a new home. Your hard work is turning ideas into a successful reality, the element of fire. Excuse me. Okay, the Knight of Wands. When the Knight of Wands comes roaring into your reading, well, we had the lion, didn't we? And I noticed the second word in the keywords was courage for the Ace of Wands. When the Knight of Wands comes roaring into your life, he brings change, exciting activity and exhilaration. This is the card of movement. Expect the unexpected. That's what it says here. You may find yourself moving to a new job or moving to a new house. An opportunity for travel may present itself. The travel may be for business, as the Suit of Wands is often related to career and business. This card heralds a time of energy, bold moves, action and adventure. This court card may also announce that an energetic, fiery, opinionated and enthusiastic young man with fair hair and pale eyes is about to enter your life, so be on your toes. The Knight of Wands challenge is to embrace change, have an adventure and enjoy the journey. So that's what his challenge is. The Knight of Wands challenge is to embrace change, have an adventure and enjoy the bloody journey. This is your life. Okay. Sacred Destiny. I'll finish with a loving message. They are loving messages. I'll finish with a message from the Mother Mary. Trust. That looks like a nice location to escape. To escape to. Trust. Desert vision. The desert seems parched and devoid of life, yet it is to the desert that spiritual sojourners go to gain messages from the Creator. Traditionally, the desert is the place of spiritual cleansing, renewal, and profound healing visions. Just as desert terrains can feed our souls, they also nourish lands thousands of miles away. For example, the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest are a great distance from each other. One is a vast, dry area of sand and scrub, while the other is moist, lush and green, and yet they are connected. Annually, thousands of tons of nutrient-rich dust from the Sahara crosses continents in the upper atmosphere and deposits vital phosphorus and other minerals to the Amazon, which is needful of those exact nutrients. So the sacred landscape wants you to know this is a powerful and important card to receive. Even when things are parched or not fruitful, a deeper energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Meditate, trust those nudges from the universe. Your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. That has to be the title for this reading. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. That could be the title. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilised for a resplendent future. Have faith and know that there is a higher purpose. And what's coming through is like, please have faith and know that there is a higher purpose. Let's finish this reading off with a message from the Mother Mary. Oh, I've got a really itchy palm. I'm putting them back in. They gave me 2 cards. I would like just the 1 card, so I can find a message which incorporates all of it. I'm sure they can. I mean, it's magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. How does it work? Well, it's a kind of magic. Oh, okay. Our Lady of Soul Birth. It mentioned the birth within, I believe, this card. Card number 5, Our Lady of Soul Birth. Now, number 2 is the High Priestess. Her counterpart is the Hierophant, the High Priest. His card is number 5. Oh, I think this card is... I always feel she looks like Snow White. I think this card could be about awakening masculine energy. Like it's time. We'll read it, but... Card number 5. You and I have never been separated, though you may fear it to be so, my beloved one. Yet as you grow, I grow. As you suffer, I suffer. As you celebrate, I celebrate. When you rage and grieve, so too do I rage and grieve. Your journey upon this planet is held within my loving embrace, and is my journey too. I am with you always. We cannot be parted. I accept all parts of you and all parts of your journey. There is nothing to hide from me, for I am in your life with you. When you reject parts of yourself, you reject me. When you love yourself, you love me. Love me, dear one. Love yourself, and your radiant soul grows into life, into love. It says into life, into light upon the earth, into love. The journey of the soul is a gritty one. It entails encounters with realms of light, with pure love and heavenly rapture. It also entails encounters with negativity, fear, doubt, shame, guilt, grief, anger, and suffering. Such is the mysterious experience of being a divine human in the making. We encounter bliss and despair in order to become whole. It is through our wholeness that we are capable of allowing the divine presence to manifest through us as it wishes to, according to a higher plan. The more open we are to life with acceptance, especially when we don't understand it, the more we can allow our soul to lead us through life into our divine destiny. When our soul leads us, we avoid the obstacles created by our mind. With the mind's tendencies to reject and judge, we would inhibit the flowing assistance of our soul. The Heavenly Mother wants your soul to blossom, understanding that it is the lotus flower that is fed by mud, and that this is just the nature of being a divine, soulful human. The Mother is not interested in perfection, she is interested in love. That is her way. She knows that the dark and the light are in sacred play upon the earth, and that the divine presence is in all things. It is not only within the light, but also even within the greatest darkness, though it may seem harder to find there. She understands that to grow and blossom, the soul needs honesty more than it needs pleasantness. She understands that we need the light of joy and also the darkness of anger, rage, grief, and sadness channeled into healing consciousness so that we can grow and become all that we can possibly be. She understands that becoming a divinely awakened human being is a raw, wild, and beautiful path, often with great suffering, and she feels great compassion. So she empowers us through her wisdom to take the journey with a fearless faith in her divine protection and guidance when we are in need. The Mother wants to experience her divine children as succeeding in their spiritual destiny. This requires an acceptance even of the emotions that may not seem spiritual at first, and of the life experiences that seem to be challenging and take us into darker, unknown territory. When we understand that the divine is on all experiences and we draw to us what we need when we need it, and that the Divine Mother provides us whenever we call upon her, we can trust. We might not always understand, but we can still choose to trust, to trust, to trust. I'm just struggling getting my words in. I feel like I'm lisping. Anyway, I'm going to carry on, okay. Through understanding her teachings of the necessity of light and dark for the heart to become truly powerful, we can accept ourselves and our lives more readily. And in doing so, our soul begins to open up. Our heart becomes powerful when we can learn to love more completely, starting with ourselves. We become capable of being instruments for her love in the world in other ways, through our relationships, our passions and interests, our chosen professions, and how we live from day to day. When the soul is allowed to live, rather than the mind trying to squash it down and only allow the logical, understandable parts to see the light of day, miracles can occur. As the heart opens to life without restraint, the miraculous love of the Mother can flow through us. We become instruments of her grace. This oracle comes with a special message for you. Somewhere in your life, in your relationships or within yourself, you have been holding back. You have been doing so because you were worried that what wanted to come out was not acceptable, or that you would be shamed. Mother Mary tells you that she loves you and wants you to blossom. Don't try to stop the flow of love. Allow yourself to take the steps forward that you have been questioning. Don't be afraid, beloved. There is only your great connection to the Holy Mother to discover and your own soul to grow. The Heavenly Mother is within you, is within your soul that longs for divine fulfillment. You have her permission to discover and be yourself completely and freely. Do not hide yourself away, even from the darkness. There is nothing to fear. There is only love that is growing. That's beautiful. Okay, healing process and affirmation. Close your eyes and visualize a bright golden sun burning all around you. Imagine that in the sun is Mother Mary in robes of golden fire, gazing at you with intensity, joy and laughter. She knows something that you may have forgotten. She knows something that you may have forgotten. She knows that you are divine and will always be, no matter what. Imagine that you are in on the secret with her now, laughing too, as you realise the great burning sun is actually your own divine soul. Imagine that golden sun burning bright and feeling good, as you realise you are within the centre of that golden sun, with the Mother Mary holding your hand, shining beautiful golden light upon the earth together. Stay here for as long as feels right, and when you are ready, repeat the following prayer affirmation to close your healing practice. Golden Mother, burning bright with heavenly love, you and I are one. You honour the needs of my soul. Wild and free it must be, fed by darkness and light, both channeled into awakening and complete love. Watch over me, beloved Mother, and bless me with all that I need to become my most radiant soul, alive with passionate play and divine love. Through the holy miracles of your grace, I remember you and I are always one, and the world is nourished by our love. Thank you for joining me today. I will catch up with you guys soon. So until then, take care. Much love.